See you in a second, guys. Yo, can you hear me now, guys? Hello, hello? Sorry. I don't know, some software just closed itself and my microphone was gone, but here I am. So good to see everyone. The big update for RaceRoom due tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the Q2 update for RaceRoom with two brand new Super Touring cars, which are very exciting. Alfa Romeo 156 and the Opel Astra Super Touring car, and alongside with the Lamborghini, we shouldn't forget about that, a brand new addition to the GTR3 class or GT3 class in RaceRoom with a bunch of liveries and yeah, beautiful V10. I always loved the V10 and the Audi R8 in RaceRoom, so I guess the Lambo will be awesome as well. Let's see. And a brand new track, Alemannenring. A track that no one really had on their agenda, I guess. A track that was a temporary racetrack in an industry park in Germany in the early 90s. So I didn't really remember this track. I saw a bunch of like old, because I was like 2 years old when they started at Alemannenring, 1991. So I was born 89. But yeah, you can hear me now. That's great to see. Okay, guys, let's quickly jump into... Yeah, we can directly start with a race. We'll talk about some news and some awesome stuff in between, I would say, so that you guys who have been waiting for the stream now can see some great gameplay here from the get-go. So let's be quick today. So let's start with the car, actually, to read a little bit, because our colleagues at Overtake on the website, they wrote a lot of good stuff recently about RaceRoom, like many RaceRoom news on our website. And I think Connor also, like here's a little article also about the Alemannenring from Connor. So if you want to learn a little bit about the history of the track, you can do that here on our website. And then he also wrote a little introduction to the cars, in case you want to learn more about the cars. That's also quite exciting, because these cars, I really love them. Like, and late 90s, the cars that ran in multiple national championships across Europe, the Super Touring cars, like the European Touring Championship, but also Italian DTM, so they were used in all sorts of championships. And the cars always remind me a little bit of, because I'm more like a rally guy, they remind me always about the kit cars. So high horsepower, naturally aspirated engines with a very low weight, like below 1,000 kilograms of curb weight in the cars. So also the Alfa Romeo here has a highly tuned twin spark 2-liter inline-4 engine, naturally aspirated, around 300 horsepower, 2-liter. That's exciting. 8,000 RPM, sequential gearbox, and I think 975 kilos. So I will quickly set up the race for you, because I have a secret, not public build of RaceRoom that also shows a lot of stuff that you guys are not allowed to see yet. So I have to be a bit careful today with my scenes and how I switch between them. But yeah, I will quickly set up a little race in the secret version of RaceRoom. And I think we also have the physics-based rendering already in that build, because the graphics, if I'm right, they look better than the live version. So we maybe also have a little first impression of the new graphics update here in RaceRoom. But we will see about it. We can discuss that if you guys see a difference. I think the lighting is way better in this one. So we go Alemannenring first. Maybe just Super Touring cars. We start with the Alfa Romeo, and I can show you one screen maybe where we go to the car selection. Let me see. Super Touring. Yeah, I can show you that. So this is fine. This is fine. We see the two new cars, the Opel Vectra and the Alfa. They are here. So far we had Audi, BMW, Honda Accord, and the two Volvos. And these two are new then from tomorrow on. And there will be even a nice championship from 1 month from now. A Super Touring Championship with 5 rounds and a final. where will we be involved, but I will tell you more about this in the break. But yeah, as you can see, also a bunch of liveries for both of the new cars. That's all the Opel Vectra liveries. Opel Team Sweden. They're even, I think, from different multiple regional championships then even. And here's the Alfa Romeo. Quite funny for me as a German, the Pro7 advertisement here. One of our TV stations. Quite nice. But they are all red. There's just red Alphas, nothing else. Yeah, we'll go with the Pro7 one, number 12. But I have to go back from the screen now. So I will just launch to the track. Yeah, we'll do a little 5-minute practice, 5-minute qualifying, and then just a 15-minute race. Just to get a feel for it. I think that's a good way to do it. So, any questions? Any stuff you guys want to see? How are you? How are you all? Have you all watched the 24-hour race at the Nürburgring? I was there actually on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday to get a little bit of the atmosphere, to meet some friends. We met our Markus Soholm there. René was there. Yannick was camping. So, bunch of the Overtake team also visited the ring. Okay, and here we are. Back into the gameplay. I also played the live version today, and it was quite funny to see that the AI already used the new cars in the Super Tourist, so you can also maybe try that. Yeah, we have the cars don't have any TC or ABS, I believe. Yeah, the 24 was crazy, right? Yeah, the Dacia, that was sad. I saw the wrecked car in the paddock. That was quite unfortunate, and also I felt so sorry for the Aston driver who got sent on the roof by Kevin Estre, and at the same time so unfortunate for Grello, because if the Aston won't land on the roof, maybe he's just spun. Maybe Manthey would get away with a smaller penalty, but yeah, that's how it is, right? If you send someone on their roof, you probably get a penalty. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think the result is pretty much done. I don't think that anything will be changed. Okay, let's just quickly check the setup of the car as well. So the thing is with RaceRoom. So steering angle is always a little problematic to match it, kind of. I always just change. I always look into the setup screen. It's covered by now. With my camera, give me a sec. So you can see if you go to the setup screen of the cars, you always see the steering angle, and it kind of makes sense to match the steering angle in your wheel software. This is what I always do in RaceRoom, and then I set visually, like in the settings, I set it. I can also show you that setting quickly. So if I go here to graphics, and I think it's cockpit, I always use this, like wheels and hands animated. And steering animation, match car setup. And if I then match my steering driver's angle with the car angle from the car setup, it always fits perfectly. So that's the way I do it. As we can see already in the track layout, this track is kinda based on 90-degree corners and a very, very tight hairpin. And how do you feel about the lighting? It looks pretty good, right? It could be the PBR, the physics-based rendering already, if you ask me. But yeah, we'll just see. Let's just take a first glimpse at the car from side view. It looks pretty good in terms of how the light is distributed, right? I think the live version looks a bit more flat. And yeah, this track is pretty crazy. It's so damn narrow. I believe it also will not be used in this first Super Touring Championship that RaceRoom is kicking off, then in July. I think that's not in the roster. It will be Hockenheim Classic, I think. Estoril, I think, is the final. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Let's go on track. And yeah, let me also know if engine is too loud or anything. Yeah, the lighting looks way better, right? I think they kind of sneaked in the physics-based rendering already here in this preview version. So this is nothing. I don't think that this will come tomorrow, this update. I think this is due for a later date. Yeah, we can kind of wait also for the first cars to arrive on the pit exit to get some cars around us. I'm using RaceRoom on a single screen right now, just because of my streaming setup and the way I set it up. So for RaceRoom, you still need to activate NVIDIA Surround. That's why also I use a single screen now because of the Elgato capture card and how it's set up technically. So usually I also drive in triples in RaceRoom. Yeah, let's listen to the engine note of the 2-liter twin valve, or twin spark. So it has like 2 spark plugs per cylinder then, it seems. Oh, it's already the Honda. No, that looks way too good for the current state of RaceRoom, the live version. This must be the physics-based graphic light system, and it looks pretty damn good. Yeah, these curbs, holy moly. Yeah, so this is, you basically only have to learn a few 90-degree corners. That's also the way you set your car up. And then this one. This is full circle. Wow. I mean, you can always also change this like steering ratio. That might help them to get a easier run through the hairpin. Okay, this is interesting. Like turn 1, you go uphill. That might have an implication with your braking points. So audio-wise, it's okay, and I think someone started a poll right now. What's your favorite Super Touring in RaceRoom? But there's only 4 options. I think we have more than this. We have the BMW as well, and 2 Volvos. Yeah, this is pretty narrow. Imagine racing here. We will race in a second. So let's watch from the back. Let's hit the curbs. Yeah, it has this kit car vibe, right? From like the Seat Ibiza kit car. Yeah, I just can't get around this corner. It's really problematic. It reminds me of Avus. And this corner is even worse than Avus. I think we probably have to change our steering ratio. Yeah, you have to be very careful on the brakes because, like I said, no ABS, and the car just understeers into the barrier if you are not patient and cautious. But it's really nice to see some underdog tracks that you don't ever see in sim racing otherwise. And I think they even work together with a kind of a foundation or some sort of like let's watch that in a replay actually. Can we not activate a replay? We should be, right? Instant replay? Ah, the instant replay doesn't seem to work. Maybe because it's end of session already. That's unfortunate. But we can probably... Yeah, we can't skip back because the session is finished. Alright, no problem. We can check another time, replay footage. Can you hit people? I don't think that you can hit people. Is there people standing somewhere or? Yeah, Bob Donut, that's what I talked about. Like, RaceRoom will introduce a physics-based rendering at some point. Not in tomorrow's update as far as I'm aware. But it will come, and it seems to already be in this update, like in an early version of it. It might not be final, so a disclaimer as well. Everything you see today is not the live build. It's a work in progress preview build for us creators. So yeah, let's get into the qualifying. Let's get a good lap. The sound when the car is turned on, the ignition is quite nice. Okay, let's quickly get through here. Yeah, best is to just join the pack quickly to be able to... Ooh. Someone asked if I can run into people. Let's try. No, there's a invisible wall before the marshals, which is a good thing. Okay, let's do it again. But hey, we're here to test everything for you guys, so just let us know. Let's follow this beautiful, glorious Audi A4. Yeah, the lighting looks way better than what I experienced today in the live version. That's 100%. For sure. Yeah, this exit is also quite narrow here. Yeah, let's focus quickly on warming up the tires and then get a good lap here around this Alemannenring in southern Germany. I'm not yet decided on second or third gear for those 90-degree corners. This one also has a pretty hard to spot reference point when it comes to the braking. Oh. Yeah, let's follow BMW. I absolutely agree. A HUD and UI update is needed. Also that, we will see that in the Lambo probably as well, that all the GT3 cars, for instance, have a generic dashboard inside. Oh, we have contact. Why is he braking so early? Damage is off. Ah yeah, I wanted to change also my steering angle, right? Forgot about that. Yeah, let's quickly do that. Let's quickly do that. Restart session once again, and then I will adjust my steering. The steering lock. I think if you change that to 16 or 15, it should already be a bit easier to get to this hairpin. Yeah, let's do it again. People are wrong. What have they voted for? Alfa or Opel? Or Accord, maybe. No. I gotta admit that my favorite would probably also be either the Volvo 850 or also the Audi A4. Audi A4 is just a legend. And as I will also take part in this Super Touring Championship that is coming for RaceRoom in July, 24th of July, you can already check the RaceRoom website for this championship and also in-game then tomorrow. There will be leaderboards starting tomorrow, I believe. So 1 month from now, and you can take your seat in one of the greatest historic championships that we will have in 2025. This curve. Now we will check for this slow motion shot over the curbs, because that looks quite nice. We go to action camera and then slow down the action and enjoy. Boom. Oh, beautiful how the suspension is working there. Just quickly getting my glove on. Yeah, that's quite nice. So tires were clipping into the curb a little bit, but hey, that's not a deal breaker, I would say. Okay, prepare for the first timed lap. Let's see if our steering angle does better now. Oh, no, it got worse. Oh no. I think I should have hired it. I think that was a steering angle limiter. And now it's even worse than before. Nah, let's just change it for the race. I won't restart the qualifying once again. Let's follow this Opel now. The steering rack feels a little vague sometimes, but that's something you can probably have to get used to. Especially due to the characteristic of this track. It's always a good idea to keep close to the inside barrier. So let's see, 100 meter board maybe? Yeah, maybe. You shouldn't go into that chicane with someone next to you, that's for sure. This is only made for one car at a time. Come on, no! No! No, I messed it up! I messed up the setup. I can't get through this corner anymore. And we don't have a handbrake. I mean, that would be a nice solution, right? Just pull the handbrake, but these cars cannot be mapped with a handbrake. That's unfortunate. Yeah, and I just wanted to test the ABS. It's not existent. Yeah, we also ruined the other guy's lap, so that's fine. But we can try a last to first challenge. Yeah, rain is also missing. That's true. Thomas said the new graphics are coming in September. Yeah, there's a grid talk by RaceRoom that you can watch on their channel, and they had a long talk about upcoming updates and what they are planning. So, yeah, might be true for September then, this graphics update. But yeah, we'll return to garage and we'll skip the session. And then we have to... Oh, we made it to 8th place even. Nice. And then we quickly have to check the steering lock. So we do 20 degrees. So the lock seems to really do what it's telling us. It's locking. I can show you that setting. It's this one here in the top right. Steering lock. Standard is 18 and I lowered it to 15 or 14, I believe. And that kinda locked the steering. I think we should open it up more, then we can steer more. And this is what we probably need. And this is also helpful. If you feel like a car has too low or too high force feedback, you can always work with this FFV multiplier. Also very helpful, this setting. And I think the question is answered. What car is it? It's the, end of 90s Alfa Romeo 156 Super Touring. Brilliant car. 300 horsepower, 2-liter twin spark engine. Less than 1,000 kilograms, I think. Any other questions, guys? Otherwise, we will start the race now. Then let's go. Steering should be better. Yeah, single player with career mode. I mean, you can run some great championships and stuff, also in RaceRoom. Okay, flying start. We have a 15-minute race. I'll just focus for the race start. Will be tight. Will be tough. It's green. In those cars, you really have to cleanly separate your steering input from brake and throttle. Especially in the FWD cars, but also in the AWD. The AI handles this narrow track pretty well so far. No major showstoppers. Yeah, in this one they are a bit... Let's see how the steering angle is now. Oh yeah, it's better. Wow, yeah, you have to maximize it to 20 degrees. Then you can get around this corner in an easier way. And now we are just behind the Queen of the Ring, Sabine Schmitz. Yeah, I just have to get used to the steering angle and the steering distribution, kinda. It's not too easy to master when you drive here for the first time. It's also not very linear, you know, like the steering, it kinda has a point where it, if you go over a certain steering angle, you kinda also get a little twist where you have then more steering, how your front tires are gripping them. Some airtime. Let's hope that we can get a bit closer to the hairpin. Yeah, they are not super well optimized when it comes to the hairpin yet. But I guess it also depends on your AI level. I think it's level 95 that we are driving right now. Pretty casual. Yeah, the elevation really helps you to have an easier time here on the braking point. What a battle here against the BMW. The E36 should be. Yeah, I might go. I have not yet decided on the car that I take for the championship. It has to be a left-hand drive car. That's what I learned because I tried the Accord earlier today. And the Accord is RHD. And it's not too easy for me to kind of judge on the width of the car. And yeah, I have an easier time running left-hand drive cars. Also looking at apexes and stuff, I think sometimes you have an easier time. Okay. You can also use the barrier to give the car a little bit of rotation. Let's follow Rydell in his legendary V40, the 5-cylinder. Yeah, this corner is quite tricky because it has a little like this track is not as flat as you think it is. This other right-hand 90-degree corner has a little like hill even inside. This one is quite flat, yeah, but the other one, I don't know. And here's no meter board, like no really real visual reference point for. So who won the Honda Accord won? Wow, that's unexpected, kinda. But hey, that's how the JDM fans unite, right? Honda boys. You are all running every day in your Honda Civics. Yeah, 20 degrees is great here if you nail the apex. So we are now on the back of the Volvo. Too late. Yeah, and then you can't. So unsafe. U-turn. Oh no, we are back behind the Audi. Yeah, I just misjudged the braking point there. Let's hope we didn't cook our tires now. Yeah, I think the AI, especially in the hairpin, if it would be a bit more consistent, and if they would fight a little bit more, because so far they haven't really fought each other. It looked a bit boring. Yeah, but you probably have a more conservative AI line here on such a track. Otherwise, there would be chaos. If they just stuck here together in the corner, the track is pretty much blocked, right? So they have to set it up in a more conservative way, probably. But yeah, let's see how it is tomorrow then in the live build. When you guys can race the Alemannenring. Braking is pretty easy though, even though you don't have ABS, but you can brake, I would say, in the first moment you can brake 100%, and then just slowly trail brake to like, yeah, 85, 80. It's not as hard as braking a hypercar or Porsche Cup or such. You just have to make sure, especially front-wheel driven touring cars, just always, yeah, don't combine your braking with steering input. Like, brake before the corner, then steer, then like gently apply the throttle, and then these cars work like a charm. If you drive them too aggressively, you will just, yeah, understeer a lot. And you're always trying to find that sweet spot where the car is having enough slip angle to work well, but on the other hand, yeah, don't like rub and understeer too much. But it's fun. 6 minutes. Yeah, the next race in the Opel Vectra we will probably do on Imola. Yeah, would have been nice to be in Imola and the Alfa. Would fit a bit better because Italy, but who said that no Vectra was ever racing in Imola? So yeah, we will do that. Yeah, we actually visited also the RaceRoom cafe on the Nürburgring in the Ring Boulevard. And when I visited last time, I didn't realize how beefy the sim racing setups are there. Like, they are not messing around, I can tell you. If you ever visit the Nürburgring, you should check out the RaceRoom cafe in the opening hours, because they have packed, like they have fully spec'd their rigs with like Asha McLaren Artura Ultimate wheels, Simocube bases. There are even rigs in the corner with motion, so you can have a pretty good run there. So one of the highest spec stuff that you can test there. And they have a ton of rigs. Like you can go there with like 20 plus people, I think. Yeah, we are not quite catching that Audi. And it also seems like the AI settled a little bit. Also when it comes to the hairpin, still like a bit overcautious. So the last thing we will do today is, by the way, then Lamborghini Huracán GT3 Evo 2 on N24. And I'm I'm really curious to see how it will look like, because with this graphic update, you know what's missing? What would it make look even better? Cloud shadows. So all the actual clouds on the track or over the track, if they cast the correct shadows, that would make the whole scenery look so alive. I mean, in the last bigger update, they already had a graphical improvement also for things like reflections on windows and stuff, and that made a world of a difference already. And now combining that with this physical-based rendering stuff, which is not even yet the DX11 update, I believe, but which they are also working on, if I'm right. But you can see, for example, here the reflections in the windows and stuff, they also look way more realistic already. We will roll, I believe. Almost rolled last lap. He's a cat or dog fan. Look at the little paw that he has on the livery. Talking about livery, if you create liveries, you also will have a chance to have a livery officially in the game. So around this Super Touring Championship, there will be a livery contest on Overtake, and the winning livery will be in the game, officially, forever. I mean, forever I don't know, but as long... Oh, we were side by side. So, there will be details on our website about this. So we will have the announcement also for this championship and how you can participate and how you can also participate in the livery contest. So there's almost something for everyone, right? For livery creators, for esports drivers. And the whole theme will be about a 90s inspired livery for either of the Super Touring cars. You can choose basically the car that you will want to create a design for. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And I think that René and I will also be racing those liveries then. I think it's planned that René and I will take part in the championship. I will definitely. And we will also run that livery then. Final lap? Still some cars behind. David Brabham. I think for the broadcast they need a 90s pack as well, like a 90s filter, like an old TV, like a CRT. It would be kinda cool. They kinda had it in the trailer. This style. This 90s broadcast television style. What is that awful track? Yeah, I will say it wouldn't be among my favorite tracks either. It's cool that it's here, but I still kinda prefer the permanent legendary tracks. And there must be a reason why they only ran between 1991 and 1995. I mean, this was based in Singen, in I think it's southern Germany. In like an industry area. So they pretty much just added a few barriers, a few grandstands, and then just raced. But then after a while they decided to stop racing again, so there must be a reason for that. But yeah, just this layout with 90-degree corners. Not my favorite, but hey, if you just want a championship, you have 2 sprint races, I'm fine with it. It's just nice to have more tracks to recreate actual historic races. So are we still... We are done, right? Yeah, we are finished, okay. And let's watch a little bit of the replay. And then let's test the cars on more known tracks to also judge. Okay, now we are back in the main menu. And because it's the secret version, I will go back to this screen to create the next race. So let's go with the Opel now. Yeah, the graphics are really, really impressive. I have to agree. Like this looks now, I think in certain situations, definitely better than iRacing. I mean, iRacing also kind of improved their game, right? But I think this lighting changes a lot. I would say it's a little bit above LMU maybe. LMU sometimes tires and elements and cars look a bit better. But they all have their strengths and weaknesses, I believe. And yeah, let's go. Super Touring, where are you? Here we go. Super Touring. Or you first want to see the Lambo? No, right? You want to see the next Super Tourer, the Opel Vectra. We can select the livery together. What do you guys think? Beer? Or the golden one with MKL tuning also looks kind of nice. Let's go back here. Yeah, maybe this one. I think I will just go with the golden car. Heinrich Simanczyk, Raceline Marketing. That's the car I choose now. No Paulaner, no. But we can tell you a lot of stories from the Paulaner garden. Okay. That's a little German insider because there's an advertisement for the Paulaner beer. And it's a series of like stories from the Paulaner garden, and they are quite absurd. So this is a common meme in Germany when someone talks stuff that you won't really believe. You say, "Hey, this is a story from the Paulaner garden." Yeah, Davidson Prata said RaceRoom is underrated. FFB and especially the car physics is so good. And I think not only that, but the amount of content you can drive right now. So it's by the way also advisable to wait for the big RaceRoom sale every year. So I think around Black Friday, they always have this big RaceRoom sale where you can get everything like 90% off, and you can buy a bunch of content. Like maybe basically for a full price game, you get all the content RaceRoom released until then. If you are a bit patient, you can have some pretty good deals then. I don't know if they will repeat that this year, but last year they definitely did that, and it was a great value for the money you got, because they released so much over the years, especially if you're into touring cars and WTCC and DTM and now the historic stuff, early 90s touring cars. That's perfect. Okay, let's get back to the gameplay. We're in Imola in the Opel. Let's check for the setup if we have to change anything. It's the same steering angle, 405. Yeah, we can play around with some of the camber settings if we are not pleased by how the car handles, but it already drives minus 3.6 degrees. That's pretty common for touring cars. That's something you would probably never see on a road-going vehicle. But yeah, 3.4 in the back. So I guess it's a pretty medium. It's quite low. Like the ride height is at the minimum, and it also looks. I mean, look at the car. How low it sits. Like the rear arch is already kinda covering the upper part of the tire. It's quite nice to see. Ja, and this is from STW. Super Tourenwagen Meisterschaft. Yeah, let's get a little lap here around Imola. You can find RaceRoom lobbies easily, I believe, but there will be even more updates also to the online system. That's also something they announced during the grid talk, where the whole like ranking, matchmaking will be changed, so you can also get into daily races. So they will kind of have a similar system to what we know, for example, from LMU, where you will have like weekly daily races and stuff. We will see how this looks like when they are actually live with this. We will stream it also more, I guess. It's pretty unique content that you can enjoy. But that flows pretty nicely, I have to admit. Sassy and rips through the through the gravel pit. Oh, the Fina BMW. Where is he? So that's the Opel now. Sounds a bit less aggressive. Sounds a bit more clean. And flows very well here around Imola. The weather is a bit darker now, but I would still say that even though we're in full shadow right now, it still looks not as flat as the old graphics. But yeah, it will be a bit harder to spot the difference to the pre-PCB physical based. PBR, right? PBR, physical based rendering. Yeah, downhill is super dangerous here because, yeah, you know this maybe if you race the hypercars in LMU on Imola. Like this downhill braking without ABS, kinda hairy. Oh, nice pops and banks, downshifting. Also pretty nice frequency FFB over the curbs. Feels pretty good. There's a good weight also to the steering. You can feel what the front tires are doing. And when you rub them and drive over them, it's pretty well done. Like the feel of driving this old beauty. I wish I had a sequential shifter now here in my setup. But they are currently all in our beautiful overtake office. So I only have the handbrake here for rallying. Otherwise I right now only use my shift pedals on the wheel. Yeah, this seems like the AI level is good. We will have some great battles here. I also hope that the AI between each other will have more fights than on Alemannenring. And yeah, in case you didn't know, the update is coming tomorrow. Not the graphics update, I believe, but the two super touring cars, Alemannenring and also the Lamborghini that we are about to see. A nice, like the distance view to this like landscape that is bathed in the sunshine. This looks quite nice. I think what the RaceRoom engine does particularly well is the render distance. Like everything looks sharp also in the distance. Oh, there's a Honda in our rear. And FPS are crazy good. Like I'm running max details right now, and I have on a single screen though 180 stable FPS. What can you wish more for? And I don't have a NASA PC like our community manager Chris has. There's a 5080. No, I have a 4080 Super and a kind of oldish AMD AM4 socket processor, the 5800 X3D. So 2 steps below like AMD's and 9000 CPUs. So also in that regard, RaceRoom is similar to AMS2, very well optimized graphics engine and physics engine. You can also run with a plethora of cars, and the FPS do not get big hits from my experience. Oh my god, that's a perfect track for these cars. It's so nice to drive. Oh, there was an invalid lap time. Now we are pretty much off the pace. Oh, Christian Menzel is also here. Legendary German driver. He's still active as a journalist. He's like testing cars for a German magazine. It's called Fast Lap. On an airfield track, they are pretty much testing all the modern cars with lap times and stuff. He's a legend. He's also living here in the Eifel region in Germany. And I think his son Nico Menzel is also now yeah, look at the reflections now, as we have a closer spot here at this Accord. Like the reflection on the hood of our car. Like you can see the grandstands and everything. And also how the reflections on the Accord work. That looks pretty damn good. Just trying to get a little bit closer to him to see the reflections. Whoop. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Let's get back to the pits and get one quali lap. And then head into the next one. Any other questions? Aston Martin Valkyrie and RaceRoom win. Yeah, they announced LMDH at least, the BMW. Maybe that's something we can also show in a future live stream if they give us green light for that. That would be awesome. Now we probably for the qualifying we don't need the full. We go full sweat mode now. Okay, we will probably we probably not need the full tank of fuel. Where is the fuel? So you can't change the wing. This is fixed, kinda. So it's all about suspension tweaking. There are different... No, there's only the soft tire compound. You can work a little bit with the differential. That's interesting. Like, if you are not pleased with how your front axle works. And you can change the gearing. This is also interesting. But where's the fuel? We should have fuel consumption on. Should be under general normally. Yeah, there's no fuel. Okay. It's fine. But does... fuel is... Somehow I messed up the rules that we have unlimited fuel. But hey, no problem. I designed my as 3D print. Same for handbrake. Not top... Oh, okay. You 3D printed your simracing gear. Your handbrake. Lack of windscreen reflections when the sky is cloudy. Oh, we have different weather now. Look, it's now full sunshine mode. Yeah, now we can see you can see the clouds in the windshield now. Also, like maybe not from this angle, but in the rear mirror. I wonder if this website is still online. www.felge.de. This lighting is pretty fantastic. Wow. They must have hired a super skilled guy. Like this old graphic engine in new beauty. It's incredible what just the lighting can do to the appeal of the game. Would be fun if there would be a way to boot up the vanilla RaceRoom to do a comparison. Like the very first version. Yeah, it's also great to see that YouTube compression, YouTube quality, also with streaming gets better and better. That's why I also sometimes, for presenting like new updates and stuff, we choose YouTube over Twitch, especially when it's about graphics and stuff, because on YouTube the bitrate is just way higher than on Twitch. So Twitch caps, I think, at 6,000 kilobytes per second, or kilobits, which is like, yeah, not great. And if you like upload a YouTube video, for example, in 4K, you have way higher bit rates, like up to 50, I think, 50 or 60K. So it's 10 times the bit rate that you have on a Twitch live stream. And I also saw videos now on YouTube where they have even HDR, where people shot HDR and rendered HDR stuff. So let's do not invalidate the lap time. That would be important. Always a little bit of throttle application to keep the car stable. That's so important, especially during those like quick right-handers there. Yeah, it was a little bit too early on the throttle here, so the car was not really stable. Yeah, this one is probably the hardest one to get 100% right. Okay, what's the lap time? Are we super bad? Oh yeah, we are super bad. Great. Oh, we have one more lap. Let's try to focus for a better one. Flat out. Yeah, there was too much cutting. That's unfortunate. How is the AI so quick? Yeah, they are a bit better than I am. Oh, that's the 850. The driving box. It's not the E-State. And it's not the wagon. Is it called E-State or wagon? It's wagon, right? The Gumby. Okay. I think we can skip the rest. Do we still have an instant replay? No, we don't. Because the session is over. Okay. Return to garage. I'm glad they did not move to UE5 engine with all the stuttering problems. Okay, René is keeping you entertained while I fail during the qualifying. Or who is chatting right now? Is it René? Or is it someone else? Let's go to the race, guys. Skip session. Yeah, we are dead last, so it's a last to first challenge now. Let's see what we can pull off. Sure. Okay. Technik aus dem Motorsport. Yeah, so RaceRoom still doesn't give you control in over the car due to those lining up for flying starts. So only now I have control. Alright, Imola, 15 minutes, super touring cars in the Opel Vectra. Let's rip. Weather turned a bit more cloudy and grey again. Let's see if it changes also over the course of the race. Oh, they are going mad. Let's try on the inside. Oh. Contact. They are pretty quick. Prestige, Paint und Panel. I just love the 90s liveries. I really wonder how the designs in the competition will look like. Oh, René, we need to get proper 90s outfits when we stream those events. Oh! How did he catch that? Yeah, I think driver excuse maybe the Opel Vectra just too slow. Okay, now we are getting some good slipstream. So we need this like fitness outfits from the 90s. These like Adidas jumpers in crazy colors. Many BMWs here at the back of the field. Yeah. Using all the track. Because it's 1992. 1997. Oh, hey! I just saved it by flooring the car. Almost. Yeah, he's on the inside still. Let's be careful. Come on, Holden. Oh! Why are you so slow there? So AI consistency can be improved, I guess, in some places. It's still this typical, there's this one corner on the track where they are all a bit slow sometimes. And now they are battling it out here. That gives us a chance to get closer. That's what I wanted to see. 3 wide. Downhill. Oh my god, this will so much go wrong. Ah, they manage. I'm like an Opel. I feel like an Opel in the 90s on the Autobahn, surrounded by BMWs. And they all go crazy. Now you are this calm Opel driver who just wants to get to work. In the 1996 morning. And then there's the E36 gang coming your way. Is someone really... Oh. Someone really said the cars are boring? No way. These race cars still were cars. Nowadays, race cars are all prototypes. This is the real thing. There's the dashboard from the car that you can buy at the dealership. So don't call them boring. I mean, yeah, they are cars. If you find cars boring, then you find these boring. Then I agree. Hey, cars are amazing. Especially this period. Yeah, now we kind of lost touch. It's a bit unfortunate, but maybe we can just pull off one great lap and have a comeback. Yeah, but that's the consistency is sometimes the thing, because I don't use the adaptive AI. It's a fixed, I think 95. Usually, and if even 100 is usually when I have a little bit of concentration and practice. I usually can get on top of them, but not in this one. But also the cars are all very different. You can see that our car has some strengths in certain sectors where the BMW doesn't have a good pace. And then, yeah, I don't know. But for the championship, they will have a BOP then to kind of balance them in the Super Touring Championship. Yeah, so if you're interested, definitely check out overtake.gg. This should be your starting page in your browser anyways. To don't miss any sim racing and racing related news. Racing game related. But we also always report and preview the bigger racing events. So like Formula 1 Grand Prix or Spa or Nürburgring 24. Some great previews by our editorial team. They are working day and night. Well, not day and night, but they are working on some great articles, so it's well worth to check out overtake.gg, our website, if you aren't aware. Yeah, it looks like I can't really close the gap now. It's really nice when the car goes a little bit sideways. You have this like super strong weight in your force feedback. It feels actually really good. Like when the car is fully in sideways movement and all four tires are... Well, let's see. I still have 7 minutes. Yeah, this was already way better. Let's cut this curb a little more. Yeah, nailed. Yeah, okay. Track cut. So our lap times also never account because we just cut the track too often. So I can never see how good my lap time was. And if I improve or anything. That was good. Just a little too far. Ah. Yeah, it's really not easy to find the limits of the Super Touring cars. Because at the end of the day, it's a very smooth driving, especially the steering input combined with your braking. But that makes it so interesting because you don't drive super fast, so everything happens quite slowly, which also helps a lot for this like door-by-door, door-to-door racing, because these cars are made for door-to-door racing. And then being the most sensitive and the best on the brakes and stuff. That's kind of where it comes together. And it's such an interesting driving experience. I'm really looking forward to that championship. Also driving these cars in multiplayer. Okay, this time I think we have a cleaner lap. I can see my lap time, by the way, in the top bar. Kind of missed that. Yeah, that's the cool part in RaceRoom, right? You can also run them on the Nords. Yeah, I just found out that I can push the brake a little bit harder. I was a bit too cautious when braking this car. Because I had still the muscle memory from Alemannenring. Okay, but now I understood. Crazy. Ref limiter sounds great too. Oh, wow, the track limits are really strict, right? Just tap the grass a little bit. Yeah, I just wanted to showcase the gravel sounds when your car hits the gravel. Quite unstable. Yeah, now where I try to find more limits of the car, it's getting even worse. Yeah, but we quickly have to check for this championship after this race, and then we will check the Lambo quickly. That's what I'm also really curious about. Because in RaceRoom, when it comes to the GT3s, my favorite car so far was the Audi R8. And the Lambo being its brother, this can only be nice. Because their sound designer back then, who made the engine sounds, they were so deep and nice. Yeah, I think this race kind of leads to nothing anymore, right? So I think we can stop this here. I will be last. There's not really much happening right now, so it's a bit anticlimactic. I hoped for some more battles, but we had a great race start. So yeah, let's finish this off. Let's maybe just rewatch the start and have a bit of some impressions from the outside. Okay, let's go to the race start. We can't. It's because it's the instant replay. But yeah, let's watch some of the race start then. If we just go back to garage and then continue to results. There's the car again. Then we should be able to watch... No, we cannot watch the replay. Sorry. He's slow. No, he's really slow. Oh no. So, thank you, René. Your support is welcome. Okay, maybe the replay is still saved here. You're right. Oh yeah, it actually is. It's auto-saved, and we can still watch a little bit of it. Good point. I kind of forgot about that. Thank you, Davidson. Yeah, that's a pretty good feature that they auto-save all of the replays. Yeah, I think if you are into this kind of racing and this racing class, it's a great pack, like the Super Touring cars in general, and now the 2 editions. I don't know yet how the pricing will look like, actually. We have to check that tomorrow in the store. And I don't know if you get them when you have the Touring package already or something. It's something I don't have the information for right now. So let's watch a little bit of the start. Also very smooth how the replays work and how good the performance in the replays is as well. Because in LMU, when I boot up a replay of a race start, FPS are tanking so horribly. Man, this looks great. Yeah, you can see how our Opel is missing top speed. Was there even one Opel successful? Yeah, there's another one. Yeah, Byra, I agree. I mean, Project Motor Racing will come to consoles. They will have a bunch of historic cars as well. I also saw some announcement that they will have another trailer tomorrow. So there's Christian Menzel in his legendary Jägermeister BMW. Beautiful to see. That's the TV cam. Aerial cam. Oh, oopsie. Oh. Alright, cool. Let's quickly check for this championship, because I guess some of you are interested in this. To get you some infos on this, like, Super Tourers Championship. I will quickly get that up for you. Give me 1 second. Yeah, we can also quickly watch a part of the grid talk where they had the graphics comparisons. No, also this, like, this preview for how they changed the online multiplayer stuff. Let me quickly get in here. So this is what it will look like in the future. Like daily races, weekly races, special races, similar to Le Mans Ultimate, for example. They were also not the first to implement such a system, but this is what it will look like, kinda, right? And then here is more in that. Like here you can see also what kind of events are running on which calendar week and stuff. So that's kind of cool. That looks very modern. You have a calendar, you have your sign-ups, your special events, your results and stuff. So that will be very cool. And this will give RaceRoom probably a big boost also in terms of online racing. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this. That's actually the RaceRoom Cafe where we just... Oh, I catch the perfect moment. Sorry. Yeah, that's the rigs I talked about, like in the corner. And yeah, here is the Super Touring Championship. That's the 90s graphic overlays I talked about. We need them for the broadcast. That looks so cool. So 4 rounds, 1 final. And all races live on RaceRoom and Overtake. That's us, I think. So we will also stream them together with RaceRoom, and we will also at the same time participate in them. And let's quickly see also the track list and when it starts, so that you guys are aware of if this is something for you or not. And there's 5,000 euros prize pool even. That's kind of nice. I will definitely not be in the top spot, that's for sure. And there you can see the cars that are participating. The 2 Volvos, the Honda Accord, the E36, and the Audi and Alfa and Opel, the new ones. The golden age of super touring cars. This is what it will look like. That's exciting. Close battles, that will be so action-packed. And yeah, this is the tracks. So you can start preparing right now. Hockenheim Classic, Silverstone Classic, Avus, Silverstone, Hockenheim Classic, I believe it's the short Hockenheim then. It's not the full, long, straight Hockenheim. It's, I think, the short version of Classic. But they also have that in the game. Silverstone, Avus, ooh, tight corner. Zolder, oh, I love Zolder, actually. So these tracks, except Avus, are all among my favorites. And Estoril for the final. So there will be also a graphic. Yeah, RSTC 2025. And here's also round 1. It's in 1 month. So 24th of July is round 1. And I believe the sign up and stuff. Is there any mention already? So, yeah, it will... Yeah, we will see. We will see. Here's the competitive racing. Debut of new championships for everyone to get involved with. Yeah, so there's the RaceRoom Super Touring Championship, and there's also a 2.4 Nürburgring race at the early July. Yeah, and here's also the reminder. We need you to create a unique and period-inspired livery for the overtake car competing in the championship. The winner will see their creation permanently featured in RaceRoom with full credit as well as a special thank you prize from us here at Overtake. So René will give you a great prize. Isn't that great? The car of choice is undecided for now, so start thinking and brainstorming some ideas. We cannot wait to see your creativity shown. What will be your first community implemented livery in RaceRoom ever. So this is what will happen. Very nice. Looking forward to that. More info soon on our website. Yeah, 1 month from now. So first looks into his gift shop. All right. So let's quickly check also, what time is it even? I don't have any idea how late it is. Okay, 2022. Let's quickly check the Lamborghini. Let's go into the GTR free cars. I can also show you that. So here's the good old selection of GT3 cars. It's a good amount right now. You can drive different, like even the old Audi R8 up to the Evo 2 Audi and the newest the winner of the 24-hour race, the BMW. And then there is the new edition. Oh, that was the Chevrolet. Then there's a new edition here tomorrow, the Lamborghini Huracán Evo 2 with yeah, this is 8 liveries plus 6. It's 14 liveries. It should be. Yeah, that's quite nice. Also, the Abt livery, for example, from the 24 race is here, like the Red Bull Abt. Let's take that one actually. And we go on the Nordschleife to just have a little reminder of what happened on the weekend. Nordschleife 24. The AI difficulty was on 100, by the way. I mean, we can just straight hop into a race, right? I will just turn the practice off. Go for a quick qualifying and then just hop into a race. Fuel use was off, so I turned that on now. Time of day, afternoon. Or maybe we do sunset. Let's see how it looks in the sunset. And then let's just go. Yeah, people talk about dynamic weather with René. Yeah, Project Cars was pretty much ahead of the time, right? With the weather system. Toyota man said the graphics look better than AC Evo. It like I said, it always depends a little bit on how you look at it and what kind of environment, what kind of situation. I think AC Evo also has a great graphical touch and style to it, but yeah. Yeah, day-night cycle and rain would be cool for sure. But the reality also is, I don't think that rain is too popular in iRacing. When they launched it, many people drove in the rain, but I don't ever see, or very rarely see, I watch some iRacing streams here and there, and very rarely someone is really driving in the rain. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we probably will not need so many liters. I also have to quickly change my steering angle. 550. Okay. A little bit less fuel for the lap. That should be okay. Oh, there's even music. Like Rock am Ring is happening right now here. What's going on? FOV is very far away. But I guess it's fine for now. Just wanted a quick test. How does the weather look like? And the reflections on the car. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. If the revs go down, it sounds a bit synthetic, but we have to see how it is under load. Let's get on a lap. Oh. There's a Ferrari. Yeah, the lighting looks good. Oh, look at that. Wow. Oh, V10, the best engine. Yeah, the weather over the weekend was even better than this because there was not a single cloud. This FOV is kinda something that I have to get used to. It's a bit, or the FOV police will not be happy with this. If they see me here in my rig. Probably looks okay for you guys, but it's a bit on the wide side. Oh, it's hard to drive that way. Sorry, guys. I have to quickly adjust the FOV. It's a bit off, but it should be a very quick fix. Just go to field of view, enter calibration mode, and then you can just adjust accordingly here. So we can just change the seat position here a little bit and adjust the screen. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. You can also sit a bit higher to have a better view into the corner. Oh man, this light. Oh, this lighting is good. It really is. Switch screen. Oh! Oops. Sorry. Oh my god. I tell you how beautiful it looks and I'm in the wrong camera. Oh my. Okay, let's repeat all of this so you can... I hope the weather will not reset. I hope it's the same weather now. Otherwise you won't believe me. Yeah, it's the same. Sorry. Okay, here we are again. That's what I did. I showed the car from each angle. Like I did before. Here's the Lamborghini with your Bambini. That looks pretty damn good already. But wait until we drive into the sunshine. Okay? Keep your breath. When we exit the Mercedes arena. So, here it is. Look at that. That looks really good. You want to see the race? Yeah, we can just skip to the race. It's fine. But I just wanted to show you the lighting. There's Grello. Wow. Holy moly. That's a huge improvement. I just wanted to show you something, in case you didn't know. RaceRoom is one of the few where you can do the realistic qualifying for N24. So you can basically take the shortcut to restart the lap. So the Lambo itself, with stock setup, still a bit floaty. So that was always my... Oh, look at the sunshine. That was always my thing with like RaceRoom, the GT3 cars as well. Like they feel a little bit floaty sometimes. The steering. I mean, we can also could be that we have still like cold tires. Holy moly! Like sunset, and then having... Wow, this looks like it. Almost photorealistic. So you can go here now through the barriers and then start your flying lap, kinda. It will still be slower than if you approach the lap directly from Tiergarten. So you have more speed, but you can at least start your first timed lap this way. Yeah, all the sponsors are also kind of right, like even like N and all of those are here. Man, it looks so good. Sorry, I just can't. Okay, let's just race. Let's just race one lap. Because my time is unfortunately also a bit limited today, but we can do one lap, and then we saw a good amount of the update, I would say. No, not restart. Skip session. Yeah, that is. Okay, let's go. The crew motor phase. All right, a little mini 24-hour race. Oh, this Red Bull Corvette. That looks nice. Oh, the old Mustang. The old Mustang. Does anyone even remember that? It's still missing in RaceRoom. Mustang GT3. Oh, one of the cars is a chair. Oh no! Oh, that's the car that we are... Oh, this is interesting. As I mentioned, yeah, this is a work in progress build. This is not the live version of RaceRoom, so disclaimer. But it's so nice that we are allowed to show you some of the new stuff one day before it launches and also give you a preview here of this graphics. It's still... I wonder if the car will change a little bit in terms of the floatiness when we have some heat in the tires. I mean, the car is not full of fuel. It's just 33 liters. Someone is literally racing in its sim rig now. Yeah, we will do every stream when we have exclusive content like this now. Just us sitting there. It's a watch along then, kinda. So we will sit in front of the camera and tell you how nice it is. Never show you the game. That's how to be successful on YouTube. It's the way. Oh, look, even the 24-hour atmosphere. Well captured here. Then we go flat out here into Hatzenbach. Yeah, I don't really get a good feel for the steering so far. Oh, look at all the OG GTR3 cars here. Oh! The old M6. Bentley is also here. Oh, look at the sun. Oh, it already had the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra advertisement banner. That's pretty new. Yeah, we knew that already. They have the curb here. It even has the Falcon sponsorship update on track. But there was still a Bilstein sign. I don't really get a good feel yet for the tires. Oh, there was someone sending me on my roof almost here. The old McLaren MP4. Yeah, it's very, very floaty. Could be the setup. So the GT3 feel is very different to what the other simulators are doing nowadays. And how you feel the tires. But as we know, also RaceRoom receives some great feedback from real drivers. I mean, they have Tim Heinemann pretty much in their company at KW. And one of the Falcon Porsche drivers. Ah, the Bentley will. Back. That would be... Ooh. Funny thing is, as you can see in the top left, I have the FPS counter. Even though it says 160 FPS, there's kind of a disconnect right now. It feels like the FPS is lower than it actually appears on screen. But yeah, this is, like I said, in development. And it maybe also kind of affects the feel now for the car. So like the floatiness I mentioned. So yeah, we will just finish this lap. Man, this Bentley waited so long for his Fanatec steering wheel. Actually, no one made this wheel that we have in this Lambo here, right? It's not the wheel that I know of that anyone has for sim racing. Maybe like a custom version of it, like a custom-made wheel. But this wheel shape, no one has done it yet. And this track is also packed with details. It has the whole 24-hour atmosphere. That's crazy. I mean, I can kind of see why it's a bit laggy in that sense. Look at all the details. Holy moly. Photographers, camps, tents, it's all here. Look at that. It's one of the most beautiful Nordschleife I ever saw. In sim racing. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, way ahead it is. Okay. Lap finished. Let's get a little bit of replay impressions as well now. The final stretch at least. Oh, we get at least a half a lap here that we can scroll back to. Let's get the action cam. I wasn't ready. Oh yeah, Ari, let us know. You can message us on Instagram. There's the best chance I will read it. If you PM us, if you're in the area, if there's a race or anything. Man, this looks so good. Like also in the replay, the car details and how the light now is interfering with the car's paint and stuff. Look, they even have an environmental sound at the Brünnchen and stuff. Not gonna lie, RaceRoom might offer the most authentic Nürburgring 24 experience that you could have. If you just want to replicate like a 2.4-hour race or something. If you activate the correct AI roster and stuff. I think that should be possible, right? Selecting the classes and everything and just recreate some of the fields. Yeah, cool. That was great fun, guys. I enjoyed that very much. First impressions here for the Q2 update with Lamborghini, with Alfa 156 and Opel Vectra. Amazing cars, and I'm particularly looking forward to that Super Touring Championship that is about to kick off on 24th of July, so keep an eye out for that. Yeah, Overtake.gg is your source when it comes to nice events, news, forums, resources, and also with Premium you also get access to more goodies like Track Titan, Overtake Turbo. So yeah, check out Overtake.gg. It's a nice place to be. Check it out. And that was yeah, the RaceRoom impression here for the Q2 update. Coming tomorrow. So RaceRoom is definitely on the rise. It's so nice to see that they are also in the graphics department. This will be the biggest graphics update that they ever had. That's for sure. The reflections, the light, it looks so good, and it doesn't have any negative impact on the performance yet. And I just love to see also this like Nordschleife 24 version here. That also might be in development yet. I don't know if it looks the absolute same in the live version now. As I said, we are very thankful also to RaceRoom allowing us to show you guys the work in progress version here with the new content. So yeah, thumbs up. If you haven't thumbed up yet here on YouTube and subscribe to the channel, please do so. We rely on your support when it comes to YouTube stuff as well, and therefore all interactions, comments, likes, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell to activate notifications if you don't want to miss our new videos. Yeah, we have something cool in the works towards the Spa 24-hour as well. Like yeah, keep watching for our content. There will be some great stuff happening in the next couple of days. And in between, I will probably also throw in another LMU livestream maybe for the new daily races tomorrow on Wednesday. Yeah, thank you, Anders. Thank you, old paddock man, and everyone else. And also René for entertaining the chat a little bit with me here. Yeah, thumbs up. And yeah, then see you in the next one, guys. Enjoy your evening. Bye-bye.